Hello positive thinkers! In this video lesson, we are going to discuss about solving quadratic equations by completing the square. Alright, so what is completing the square? So it is a method used to solve quadratic equations by turning them into a perfect square trinomial. So ginagamit natin yung completing the square kapag yung trinomial ay hindi perfect square. It is especially useful when equations cannot be easily factored out. So there are steps to follow in completing the square. So first, move the constant to the other side, or you need to convert them into a standard form. Second one, divide the coefficient of a linear term by 2 and square it. So when you say coefficient, it is a number na kasama ni variable. And then you're going to divide that. So that simply means you're going to get the half of it and then square it. Third, add the square to both sides. So after you get the square of the number, then you need to add it to both sides of the equations or to the equation. Number 4, write the trinomial as a square of a binomial, or simply means you need to factor it out. And fifth, solve the square root or solve by the square root method. So for example, x squared plus 10x plus 25 equals 75. Alright, so remember that completing the square is used when the trinomial is not a perfect square. So in this case, x squared plus 10x plus 25 is a perfect square trinomial. Okay, so what you're going to do is to factor it out. This is the factor x plus 5 squared, or that is x plus 5 times x plus 5. So x plus 5 squared equals 75, because x plus 5 times x plus 5 is x squared plus 10x plus 25. You can check that by using the FOIL method. Alright, here, x plus 5 squared, or that is also means x plus 5 times x plus 5. So using the FOIL method, first terms, x times x is x squared. X squared. Outer terms, x times 5 is 5x. Inner terms, 5 times x is also 5x, positive 5x. Last terms, 5 times 5 is 25. Alright, so here you can combine this. 5x plus 5x is 10x. So therefore, the factors are x plus 5 times x plus 5, or simply x plus 5 squared, then equals 75. Okay, next step is you need to take the square root on both sides. Square root of x plus 5 squared equals the square root of 75. Okay, next one, you need you know that 75 is not a perfect square, right? So you need to find its factors. So make sure that one of its factors is a perfect square. So 75 is a product of 25 and 3, and 25 is a perfect square. So next, um, you're going to move, you're going to separate the 5 here, going to the right, so it will become negative 5. Anyway, you can also write negative 5 on the last part. Or you can also write that as x equals negative 5 plus minus the square root of 25 is 5 and times the square root of 3. Or you can separate the two roots, the positive and negative. So you have x equals negative 5 plus 5 times the square root of 3, and x equals negative 5 minus 5 times the square root of 3. Okay, so those are the two roots. Next, example, x squared plus 6x minus 7. Okay, x squared plus 6x minus 7 is not a perfect square trinomial. So therefore, you're going to move the constant term going to the right side of the equation. So after you move the constant term, so negative 7 will become positive 7. Okay, next, take half of 6. So the coefficient of the linear term is 6. So take half of 6, or 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then square it. So 3 squared is 9. Right? Next, you're going to add 9 to both sides of the equation. So therefore, x squared plus 6x plus 9 and then equals 7 plus 9. Next one is you need to factor the left side of the equation. So our left side is x squared plus 6x plus 9. So this is now a perfect square trinomial. And the factors are x plus 3 squared. So where did you get the 3? That is the half of 6. 6 divided 2 is 3. So therefore the factors are x squared, x plus 3 squared. Or that simply means x plus 3 times x plus 3. Then equals 16. 7 plus 9 is 16. And the next one, apply the square root principle or the square root method. Take the square root on both sides. So we have the square root of x plus 3 squared is x plus 3, or just simply cancel the square symbol and the squared sign, and then the square root of 16. You're going to separate the 3 here, going to the right side, so it will become negative 3. And we know that the square root of 16 is positive and negative 4. And then you can separate the two roots. We have negative 3 plus 4 is positive 1. Okay? Negative x equals negative 3 plus 4. Unlike sign, go to subtraction. 4 minus 3 is 1. Copy the sign of the larger number. Our larger number is positive 4. So therefore the answer is positive 1. Okay, and then next one is x equals negative 3 minus 4. Minus 4. Negative, negative, the same sign, then you add. 3 plus 4 is 7, and then copy their common sign. They are both negative, so our answer is negative 7. So the two roots are 1 and negative 7. Right, next example. We have 2x squared plus 8x minus 10 equals 0. Okay, you can simplify these terms by dividing all the terms by 2. So, dividing all the terms by 2. 2 divided 2 is 1, or just x squared. 8 divided 2 is 4. And negative 10 divided 2 is negative 5. 0 divided 2 is 0. So, we have x squared plus 4x minus 5 is equal to 0. Okay, so next, you're going to move the constant to the right. Our constant here on the left is negative 5. So by moving that to the right, it will become positive 5. So here. Next, take the half of the numerical coefficient of the linear term. The coefficient of the linear term is 4. Take the half of that, then square it. So therefore, 4 divided 2, the half of 4 is 2. And square it, 2 times 2 is 4. Right? Next step, you need to add 4 to both sides of the equation. So plus 4, then plus 4. So we have now the perfect square trinomial. X squared plus 4x plus 4. Next, you need to factor the left side. So the factors are x plus 2. X plus 2 squared. Then 5 plus 4 is 9. And then take the square root on both sides. So we have x squared equals the positive and the negative square root of 9. Square root of this. Square root of x plus 2 squared is simply x plus 2. And the next, you move the 2 going to the right, it will become negative 2. And the square root of 9 is positive and negative 3. And separate the two roots. We have x equals 1 because negative 2 plus 3 is 1. And then negative 2 minus 3 is negative 5. So these are the two roots, 1 and negative 5. Alright, so next example, we have y squared minus 14y equals 1. Okay, observe that the constant term is already moved on the right side of the equation. So next is, you're just going to complete the square. Get the half of negative 14. Okay, get the half of negative 14. The half of negative 14 is negative 7. And then square it. Negative 7 squared is 49. Positive 49. Alright, next one is you're going to add 49 to both sides of the equation. So we have y squared minus 14y plus 49 and then equals 1 plus 49. So we have now the perfect square trinomial. Next is to write the trinomial as a square of a binomial. So the factor of this are y minus 7 squared. Y minus 7 squared equals 1 plus 49 is 50. Next is to take the square root on both sides. So we have y minus 7 equals the positive and negative square root of 50. Then move negative 7 going to the right, it will become positive 7. Then plus minus. 50 is not a perfect square, so we need to find its factors. And the factor of 50, or the factors of 50 are 25 times 2. 25 is perfect square. So therefore, 7, the square root of 25 is positive and negative 5, and times square root of 2, or that is 7 plus 5 times the square root of 2, and 7 minus 5 times the square root of 2. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching. I hope you understand our lessons, and I hope that you gain something from our discussion. Hope to see you next time.